Hello everyone and welcome back to English Conversation 616. We're on chapter 7 now. So this is called Social Media Survival Guide. This chapter has 5 parts. This is part 1 where we'll go through the warm-up questions. And we'll look at the key objectives for this chapter as well. So we're going to learn how to discuss social media habits, trends, and communicate appropriately in digital spaces. So language can be different online to real life, face-to-face communication. We'll look at digital etiquette, and we'll examine that use through Instagram, TikTok, X, memes, and viral trends. So if you're not familiar with any of these platforms, take a moment to search them and maybe just ask Google a couple of questions. What is it? What's the purpose of it? When it started, to familiarize yourself with that. And here I'll come in a bit to look at these questions to warm up with. So what's your favorite social media platform and why? So as I said at the beginning, these are social media platforms, essentially to share, communicate with friend groups and family members and strangers online. So what's your favorite? My favorite, I'll call it SM for social media platform, is, right? So my favorite social media platform is currently, it would be Instagram because it's good for my business. In the past, Twitter or X used to be my favorite. So if I want to say that, something used to be my favorite social media platform. All right, so let's just say X, Twitter, right? So my favorite platform now is Instagram. Twitter used to be my favorite social media platform. Okay. And you might want to use this expression as well. Currently, my favorite social media platforms, so we do plural, are something and something else. All right, so there are 3 examples of how you can use that with the first question. The second question here is, how often do you post or share stories? So share and post, these are verbs. I'm going to have to use some note paper for this then. So how often do you post or share stories? Use I to begin with. I post or share stories, let's say once a day. So we have our frequency there. Different platforms use different words. So Instagram has stories, reels, posts, instants, loads of vocabulary to catch up on, but basically you can just use post for everything. I post once a day. So let's give another example. I post on platform once or twice a day, or we might say week. Okay, some people are regular, some people are irregular. So once or twice a week. I post on Facebook once a month. I post on Instagram twice a day. I post on Instagram 5 times a week. Right. Let's look at question 3. How many followers or subscribers do you have? Now, a follower, you might have something like Instagram. These people are called followers. So we'll do an F for followers. On YouTube, these people are called subscribers. So let's just say, for example, I have this many, big 0, followers on platform. Let's use Instagram as the example here. So let's say I have 33 followers on Instagram. On YouTube, so you can also say I have, for YouTube, I have 33 subscribers, but you might, with YouTube, you might want to talk about my channel. So instead of I, some people think of YouTube as the channel, because you can have many channels. One person can have multiple channels. So my channel has, so notice the language difference, please. I have, my channel has, and let's go up, let's do Nintendo. So we'll do 64 subscribers. All right, my channel has 64 subscribers. So here we don't mention YouTube, so we could if we wanted to, but someone might ask you, oh, how many subscribers do you have on YouTube? Well, my channel has 64 subscribers. If they don't ask you about YouTube, you want to add that in. So we'd put it in here. So then we would have my YouTube channel has 64 subscribers. Okay, so just as a little warm-up question that you could do in the comments, you could comment a simple sentence, how many followers you have on Instagram, or how many subscribers you have on YouTube. I'd be interested to know. And maybe we could help each other out by following and subscribing to each other. Thank you for watching. This was the introduction to chapter 7. In the next video, we'll go through the vocabulary. All right, and see you there. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. This is English Conversation 616. We're on chapter 7. This is chapter 7's vocabulary. In this video, I will read the vocabulary word, I'll give you the meaning, and I will read the example as well. I hope that you listen and read along or follow me. So I'll read slowly and then naturally to help you follow along if you want to. I'll zoom in a bit, see how we get on. Right, let's do 5 at a time. All right. There we go. Right, we ready? So I'll read 1 to 5. Feed. Feed. The main page where posts appear on an app. Feed. Feed is the main page where posts appear on an app or application. App means application. I scroll through my feed every morning. I scroll through my feed every morning. Number 2, story. Story. A short photo or video post that disappears. A short photo or video post that disappears. Now, just to explain this, this would be for Instagram. An Instagram story is visible. You can see it for 24 hours and then it deletes itself. It disappears. Example, I posted my trip on my Instagram story. I posted my trip on my Instagram story. Number 3, blow up. Blow up. To become popular very quickly. To become popular very quickly. Her channel blew up overnight. Her channel blew up overnight. Please notice the past tense here, the present tense there. So it blew up, meaning her channel, her YouTube channel, got really popular overnight, meaning very quickly, or perhaps literally overnight. Podcast, podcast, an on-demand radio interview show. So a podcast is an on-demand radio interview show. So I listen to podcasts on my way to work. I listen to podcasts on my way to work. I listen to podcasts while I'm driving. It's a very good chance to catch up with interviews and information. Post. Post. Content you share on social media. So a post is the content you share on social media. I posted a new photo yesterday. I posted a new photo yesterday. This is like using an overhead projector back in my school days. There we go. Right. DM. DM. DM is a direct message. A DM, direct message. I'll DM you the link later. I'll DM you the link later. So a DM is when you send somebody a direct message. So it's a private, personal information communication. It's like an email, but through social media platforms, you send a secret or private message directly to a person. So it means other people can't see what you're sending. A post, for example, go back a second, a post, that would be visible for everybody or within your limitations. You can select who sees your post, but a DM is private automatically. Share. Share. To send or publish something to others. To send or publish something to others. I shared the article on Facebook. I shared the article on Facebook. So share in this digital meaning is the same as real life. You have a bag of chocolates or a cake and you share it with people. You give it to other people to enjoy. So on social media, you might see something you like, a photo or an article, and you post it to share to other people so they can also enjoy it. Tag. Tag. To mention someone in a post. So when you tag, to mention someone in a post. She tagged me in the group photo. She tagged me in the group photo. So on social media platforms, if there is a photo, you can add metadata to that photo and you can say who that is a photo of. So you can click the face and add a name, and that will link to their bio or their account or their channel, so other people can then connect through that. So tagging is about appreciation and connection, and it's part of social etiquette. Trending. 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 Very popular at the moment. So trending, it's not trendy, trending is very popular at the moment. That hashtag is trending right now. That hashtag is trending right now. So trending is one of the new vocabulary that has arrived on the scene to talk about trends online. So a hashtag, again, is part of the metadata of a post or a photo or a video. So you can use a hashtag, right? A hashtag. You can use a hashtag to connect and search for or find things with the same hashtag in easily. So if you're looking for something like hashtag cake, right? So you'd go to the social media platform, you type in hashtag cake, and then everything on that site with the hashtag cake, so the metadata cake associated with it, will pop up. And you can find stuff a little bit easier, like a search engine. The last word is follower. Follower. So that's someone who subscribes to your updates. They follow you. So I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I haven't done that yet. Please help me. I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. That'll be my dream. That's one of my dreams. 1,000 on YouTube would be good. If you want to help out. That was the vocabulary. So thank you very much. We'll review this as we go through the rest of the chapter. But well done, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello and welcome back to English Conversation 616. This is Chapter 7, Part 3 of 5. In this video, I will read the model dialogue. The aim is for you to listen and then repeat or shadow me at the second or third attempt. So I'll read slowly to begin with, and then I'll try to read naturally, and you can choose which one you wish to copy. Are we ready? Did you see that cat video on TikTok? It's blown up. Of course. It's all over my feed. Social media spreads things so fast. I know, right? I even shared it on my story. Same here. Memes like that always brighten my day. Agreed. Oh, did you DM me that podcast link? Yeah, check your inbox. I sent it last night. So now I'll read it a bit quicker and more naturally to my style. Please remember, when you speak, when you read, everyone is different, so do your style. Don't memorize. Try to understand the sentence and say it how you want to. Okay, you ready? Did you see that cat video on TikTok? It's blown up. Of course. It's all over my feed. Social media spreads things so fast. I know, right? I even shared it on my story. Same here. Memes like that always brighten my day. Agreed. Oh, did you DM me that podcast link? Yeah, check your inbox. I sent it last night. Okay, I will read it one more time. This time, after A, I will pause. After B, I will pause. So I'll read the sentence and then I'll pause, giving you time to read back the sentence. Are we ready? Here we go. Did you see that cat video on TikTok? It's blown up. Of course, it's all over my feed. Social media spreads things so fast.
I know, right? I even shared it on my story. Same here. Memes like that always brighten my day. Agreed. Oh, did you DM me that podcast link? Yeah, check your inbox. I sent it last night. Okay, well done. Now, finally, we're going to read it together at a natural speed. So this time, try to copy me at the same speed. Are we ready? I will not pause for these sentences. So 3, 2, 1. Did you see that cat video on TikTok? It's blown up. Of course, it's all over my feed. Social media spreads things so fast. I know, right? I even shared it on my story. Same here. Memes like that always brighten my day. Agreed. Oh, did you DM me that podcast link? Yeah, check your inbox. I sent it last night. Okay, everybody, well done for that. Again, you can listen to this on repeat if you want to, and you can also use YouTube to speed up or slow down the video if you need it a bit slower. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to add this bit into the same video because I think it will be good. So this is the language focus, the expressions tied to this chapter 7, part 3. I will read slowly and then I will read at a natural speed. Did you see that post? Did you see that post? Did you see that post? My phone has been blowing up ever since I reposted it. My phone has been blowing up ever since I reposted it. My phone has been blowing up ever since I reposted it. I shared it on my story. I shared it on my story. I shared it on my story. And the second group down here, again, everything I'll do 1, 2, 3 times, slowly, moderately, naturally, okay? Tag me when you post it. Tag me when you post it. Tag me when you post it. I'll DM you the link. I'll DM you the link. I'll DM you the link. That podcast cracks me up. That podcast cracks me up. That podcast cracks me up. All right, thank you. So that was a review of the dialogue and the expressions. Please take your time to practice them as much as possible until they feel natural to you. Well done for practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi there, and welcome back to English Conversations 616. We're on Chapter 7, Part 4 of 5. These are the practice activities, the practice sentences to get us going. So I'll get a bit closer for this. So fill in the blank. I saw your about the concert last night. We have two options for this sentence. Actually, we could have story or we could have post. So either of these words can fit in this sentence here. Which type of podcasts are you interested in? Which type of podcasts are you interested in? So we have a be verb and there's you. So we answer this question by saying, I am, that's where you are comes from. I am interested in podcasts. Okay, so here we put a genre. So we have a podcast genre. So let's say, for example, we might like sport in general, or we might like a more specific baseball podcast. We might be interested in, oh, you can't see that. Excuse me, just slide it over slightly. You might be interested in history. Okay, so whatever genre you can pop in here for your podcast that you're interested in. Write 2 sentences using trending and follower. So we don't need to use them in the same sentence, but I'll come over here. So we've got trending and follower. Go down here. All right. So let's say, for example, you want to talk about how many followers you have. So you might say, I have something followers now. So you might, let's say, you might have 37 followers. Okay. The something is trending right now. Now, this word, now, is a very commonly used word because, especially regarding trending, people are interested in the moment, the now. So we want to use now in these sentences. How many followers do you have today? How many followers do you have now? I have 37 followers. Because it's World Cup season, topical, the World Cup is trending right now. So online, you'll see lots of people writing and using the hashtag World Cup 2026, hashtag World Cup. Okay. So this hashtag will mean how we connect with the metadata, and that is how we track trending. Question 4 is a role play. So one friend is going to recommend a viral meme and the other is going to react. Now, I'm going to write this and come back to you in a moment. Right, so here we go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to capture all of this in one shot. So this is a mini dialogue of 2 people. One is recommending a meme and the other one is responding to it. The other one reacts. Okay. So, have you seen the clip of Ryan Gosling using Gen Z lingo during an interview? Not yet. Is it funny? It's so funny. He's so serious when using the Gen Z slang. That sounds cool. I'll check it out ASAP. So there is actually a viral video, a viral clip going around with Ryan Gosling. I think that's his name spelled correctly. And he, of course, is pretending to use these words that I didn't know some of their meaning because I'm not that generation. So I also had to check and update my English. Lingo. Lingo means language. It's a kind of slang. You'll know the application Duolingo. So language. So this is very common. When someone has a viral meme or clip, a very common natural response is to say not yet. Yet, like a직 in Korean. So I haven't seen it yet, but I plan to, right? Because this is a generational way to respond to any request or any question. You indicate your intention because of a recommendation. So not yet, I'm going to. Like, oh, did you watch Project Hail Mary, also with Ryan Gosling? Oh, not yet. I'm going to. I plan to, just when I have time. So it's very common to say not yet to indicate your acceptance of a recommendation or to try and keep a conversation going. Question 5, I'll come back in a little bit more. Describe your typical social media routine using at least 3 vocabulary words. So when you describe your routine, you want to talk about maybe when you use social media, how you use it, why you use it. Okay? So as an example, I use Instagram for my business. Okay, I upload photos, let's just say 3 times a day. I post once a week, which is not very good for a business account, but I will do more when I have more time. So I didn't use any of the vocab words. So I want to change words. I upload, let's get rid of photos. I upload stories. Okay, I post once a week and I tagging other local businesses. Okay. Question 6. Write a short dialogue where one person tags another in a funny post. I will go and write this and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, there we go. So I've got a few sentences here for that little bit of dialogue. So, hey, why did you tag me in that cat meme? The cat reminded me of you. It looked so sleepy. Oh, well, thanks, it made me smile. Well, that's what friends and memes are for. Question 7 is use story and share in one sentence. Let's do this on this paper. This pen's not very good, but I'm going to make it work, I think. Use story and share in one sentence. Okay. I find it tough to remember to share stories often. Let's do enough. This is a very difficult sentence, actually. I find it tough to remember to share stories often enough. So we've got share and stories. We've done for the plural, singular, plural. Oh, gosh. Sorry about the zoom. I find it tough to remember to share stories often enough. So that means creating a habit, right? You want to create a habit, a positive habit of uploading stories or posts or reels or videos to gain followers or subscribers. But it's very difficult because people are busy and you forget, and some people don't want to do it, which is fine. Question 8, true or false? A DM is a public post. I think we all know that. False. A DM is a private message, right? private message to somebody. Translate blow up into your native language. I'd love to do that. So in the comments, I'd love for you to tell me how to translate that into your language, whether it's Korean or another language if you're watching from other countries. And then we have a discussion. So again, in the comments, please, let's have a discussion in the comments of this video regarding how social media has changed the way people talk. Try to use vocabulary if you can, or just write one sentence. Please share your opinion, obviously in a community respectful way, and feel free to engage with other comments as well. All right? I will write thank you here again. Thank you very much for watching. That was the end of part 4 in chapter 7. I'll see you in the final part of this video. Cheerio. Hello and welcome back to English Conversation 616 for humans who talk to humans. This is the final video for chapter 7, the review quiz. So we're going to go through the review questions quite quickly together, and I will help you with the structure of the sentence to answer some of these. So question 1, what's a feed on social media? What's a feed on social media? So we answer that by doing this. A feed is, we think of it as a homepage. A feed is a homepage for a social media app or site. Okay? A feed will be personalized. Your feed will be different to your friends. It's based on who you follow and your interests and your hobbies and all the algorithm and all the data, your usage on that website. So your feed will have different recommendations. Just like Google Ads, you get different adverts on your browser depending on what your search history is and everything like that, your activity. Question 2, what does blow up mean? We have a mean here. So we start the sentence by saying blow up means with an S, it goes out of focus with my hand in screen, sorry. Blow up means to become popular very quickly. To become popular or maybe viral very quickly. Excuse me, this pen is dying. There are alternative explanations, but we're using this one from our vocab definitions. Question 3, complete the sentence. That tag is everywhere. Okay? Trending. That tag is trending everywhere. Translate follow into your native language. So a follower is, I'll explain what it is again to make sure we know. A follower is somebody who checks or subscribes to your channel or your page. So they will receive updates on your posts and stories. So a follower. Okay. Use podcast in a sentence. So I'll use a personal one here. I listen to podcasts while I'm driving. So I try to multitask in a safe and responsible way. I don't always want to listen to music in the car. I like to listen to podcasts that are interviews or sort of news updates. I told you in class some of my favorites are the JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience, and I like Football Weekly. That's The Guardian in the UK. The Guardian has a Football Weekly podcast with Max Rushton and Barry Glendenning and others. JRE, the Joe Rogan Experience. I love that podcast because of the diversity of the guests, long-form interview guests on that podcast. I love the Football Weekly one because it's just like spending time with friends, talking or listening about football. And it's really, really wholesome and friendly. And I learn a lot from these podcasts. Plus, it's nice to sort of feel like you're being social, even though you're just listening. Question 6. What's the difference between a DM and a post? So I'll write the full sentence here. The difference between a DM and a post is a DM is private. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go down here. Excuse me, sorry. A post is usually public. All right. I'm going to use the word usually because actually you can set your posts to a limited number of people that follow you, or it can be everyone. Right. So a post, you have control over that, but it's in general, by default, it's public. A DM is by default private and pretty much always private unless, you screenshot and show someone publicly. Question 7. Name 2 social media platforms where you can post a story. So we talked in class about Kakao, trying to stay popular and relevant, and then we've got Instagram, which is everyone's modern cocaine. So we've got name 2 social media platforms where you can post a story. We can answer it like this. You can post a story on and Okay. True or false? Trending means unpopular. The definition of popular here is something that many people approve of or like. So we'll say that trending doesn't mean it's unpopular. It means it's popular at the moment. So trending means popular, right? So that's false. Write a sentence using share. Again, it's the homophone I talked about in class. Share, the singer from Canada. So we could, oh my gosh, this pen, really? My friend loves to shares songs. As a humorous attempt at humor, sorry, not humorous, an attempt to be humorous. My friends, oh my god, this pen. My friend loves to shares songs. Okay? Or if you want a different example that doesn't use a singer, might want to say I'm not very good at. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sharing updates. And I will swap a pen in a minute. We'll just get to the end of this chapter on social media. I'm determined to get through to this end of this chapter with this pen. I will change, I promise. I will change. Why do people use memes in online conversations? Well, it makes them more fun, right? people use memes in online conversations? Because it's a why question, so we use the sentence, we use the question to answer the question. People use memes in online conversations because it makes it more fun. It makes life more fun, probably, because this is my opinion, my example, so you can write something different. If you want to comment below or just practice in your notebook, please, people use memes in online conversations because it makes life more fun, right? It's sometimes easier to share an emotion or a feeling through a meme. For some people, communication through words is really difficult. So actually sharing a story or a picture is a lot easier for some people. If they're sad, they don't know how to say it, but they can send a picture of a sad face or a sad meme, and that's their emotional communication, which is really good for them to be able to do that. Thank you very much. This was the end of chapter 7. We've got 8, 9 and 10 left, and I will get on those as soon as possible with a brand new pen, because this is rubbish. Thank you for watching. Toodaloo.